Hi guys, welcome to JD's Kitchen and thank you guys for stopping by. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I make my favorite egusi okra soup recipe. And to begin with, let's look at all the ingredients I'm going to be using. Of course, I'm going to be using okra because it's okra soup, and you can see that my okra is not too finely chopped, neither is it too chunkily chopped. I like it in between. I'm also going to be using some blended egusi, and then I'll be using some fresh meat. I'll also be using kanda or cow skin. I'll also be using some smoked fish, and then the very special ingredient, which is crayfish. I love crayfish. When you add crayfish to your okra soup, it takes it to another level. And then I'll be using some white pepper and then some black pepper or bush pepper, and then I'll also be needing some ginger and garlic paste, some pepper, a little bit of pepper because my family doesn't eat a lot of pepper. I'll be using some salt and seasoning, and then oil, which is very optional because okra still tastes great without oil. Now the first thing I'll do is I'll put my meat and my cow skin in a pot, and then I'll add some salt, I'll add some seasoning cubes, I'll add a little bit of onion, some white pepper, some black pepper, and I'm going to allow the meat and the kanda, they are going to steam for about 10 minutes, and then I'll add the fish. So while the meat and kanda are steaming, I'm trying to make sure it doesn't get dry because I need the liquid from the meat and kanda to act as the base for my okra soup. I go ahead and add in my dry fish, and then I do not leave them to cook for too long because it doesn't have to get ready, since I'm going to need more time to boil my egusi. So I go ahead to add the egusi in the meat, and then they are going to cook together. So I add in the egusi, and then I mix it up, and then I let it cook for close to 15 minutes. I come back now to check it. While you're boiling your egusi, you want to be on standby because it can easily get burnt. So you want to make sure you're coming back to check to make sure that everything it's boiling, yes, but it's not burning. You can see that it was sticking at the side of the pot already. Now some people go ahead to fry their egusi instead. I have not tried that method, and I don't know if it takes less time to cook the egusi, but I think it's something I should try. So I normally boil my egusi, and boiling it will take a long time. That's why I did not allow the meat and kanda and fish to cook properly before adding the egusi, because they still have a long time to cook alongside the egusi. Now I'm just adding some salt and seasoning cube. I'm going to go ahead to also add the white pepper, the bush pepper. I'm going to also go ahead and add all of that. I'm adding the white pepper right now. I'll add all of that, give it a good mix, and then I'll leave it to cook again for about 10 minutes before I come back to the pot. 10 minutes after the egusi has been boiling with all the other added ingredients, I go ahead now to add my okra. The okra itself doesn't take long to get ready, so I add it at the end. When the egusi is already ready, I just add in my okra, and then I mix it up, and I allow this okra on the fire just for like 5 minutes. After I added the okra, I didn't let the pot stay long on the fire because okra doesn't take long to get ready. So I added in my crayfish at this point, and then some oil, and then after this, I think like 2-3 minutes, I took the pot off the fire, and your egusi okra soup is ready. If you have to cook plain okra without egusi, I think you can cook it in less than 30 minutes, but because of the egusi, I always like to allow it to cook for a long period of time. And there you go, you have your egusi okra soup. Try this recipe and tell me how it turned out. How do you like your okra to be chopped? Very chunky, very tiny? How do you like it? Do you like to fry your egusi, or do you boil your egusi like I did? What do you do? I'd like to know in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do me well to subscribe. Thank you.